Hello everybody. In today's video, I wanted to go over some MapleStory terminology because there's a lot of terms in Maple and not enough explanation. So we're going to start off with some equips or equip type terms, which are going to start with FS or FSR, which stands for the Firestarter ring. When you use this ring, it'll immediately turn the map into a 100% burning map, or a level 10 burning map if you want to call it that. Basically, it just gives you 2 times EXP in the map, resetting the burning level to the max. FZ stands for Frenzy Totem. I mean, if you don't know what a Frenzy Totem is, you either play in a reboot or you just... it's a crazy good item. It increases spawn rate by 75%, as well as increases or decreases the respawn time that the monsters take to respawn by 75% as well. BOD stands for Breath of Divinity. It's basically a shield on your HP, and I don't remember what else. Oh, and apparently you can keep regenerating the shield. It's really good, really good. I already said Breath of Divinity. ROR stands for Ring of Restraint. I call it the Risk of Rain ring, but this is a crazy good burst ring. I actually don't know what it does. Something like, I just know it's good for burst, and you have to stay within a certain area. And then in that area, you do a whole bunch of damage. Next, we have ROT, which stands for Ring of Torment. And this makes it so that you you deal 30% less damage to enemies. However, you gain 15% EXP. CRA stands for Chaos Root Abyss, which is usually referring to either the bosses, the 4-door bosses, which I guess is technically another term, 4-door, 3-door. Which is all just revolving around CRA, which is, again, Chaos Root Abyss. It could be referring to the bosses, the armor. Yeah, it's just the 150 set. Abso. This is short for Absolab gear, which is level 160 set. Pitched. This counts for the Pitched boss set. I like to call it the Black Mage set, because you have to fight the Black Mage commanders to get the pieces of the armor, but yeah, basically it's just really good gear. SOS, or Sauce. This is the Source of Suffering. A very, very good pendant. WSE stands for Weapon, Secondary, and Emblem, which is like the 3 really important pieces of your gear that you're going to be potentialing, like the main source of percent attack, percent boss, and IED, and so on. 2L stands for 2-line potential. So potentials can get a total of 3 lines, but when you reveal it, it has a chance of being 2-line. Yeah, that's what that means. And then 3L is just, 3-line equip. Next, we're going to move on to Consumables, Scrolls, or Upgrades. So first, we have the WAP of the WAP, which is a Wealth Acquisition Potion. It just increases your drop rate and something else by like 20%. Very good. So now we have MVP, which gives you a 50% bonus EXP, which stacks with basically everything. If you have one yourself, it's good, really good. However, there are also atmospheric MVPs, which as long as you're within the map of the person using it, you will also get the 50% EXP buff, which of course lasts 30 minutes. In order to unlock, or not unlock, but to see timestamps in Maple, you have to go to Options, Social, and then Timestamps. Otherwise, the person using the megaphone will usually say XX for the hours, colon, and then XX for the minutes. And then, yeah, that'll just tell you what time they're going to use it. Then usually they'll say, like, where they're using it as well, whether it's Zakum, Ardent Mill, FM, whatever. Usually people use it in Zakum, though. At least in regular server. I think in Reboot they do it in Mushroom Shrine. Anywho. Next we have POT. P-O-T, which stands for Potential. It could also stand for Potion. Bpot. This is always going to be Bonus Potential. MCC. So technically they've gotten rid of these cubes by the time I recorded this, but MCC stands for Master Craftsman Cube. I don't know what we're going to start calling like hard and solid cubes, but we'll see. Maybe we'll still call them MCCs and Meisters. icog, which is, ICOG, stands for Incredible Chaos of Goodness. This scroll is very, very valuable. It's very good. Primes stands for, well, prime scrolls, which are also very valuable. And I didn't write this down, but I'm going to say X scrolls, which are just another really, really good scroll. Moving on to skills, we have Echo, which stands for Echo of Hero. FJ stands for Flash Jump. Hurricane usually means any kind of rapid fire attack where you hold it down and you can it just has a steady stream of the attack coming out. Some people use the word hurricane, some people use the word rapid fire. They're both the same thing. SI stands for Speed Infusion. TL stands for Time Leap. SE stands for Sharp Eyes. HS stands for Holy Symbol. CO stands for Combat Orders. DOOR stands for Bishop's level 160 hyperskill that gives you an extra life. Bene, or BENE, stands for Benediction, which is a Bishop's 5th job skill. And then we're going to go over to the market section. So now we have C/O, which stands for Current Offer. A/W stands for Auto Win. B, and I don't know what the symbol is, but it's like the arrow pointing to the right. Kind of, yeah. Well, anyway, I'll have it on screen probably. So B, that symbol, stands for buying. S, with that symbol, stands for selling. L, or sometimes they'll do LF, which stands for looking for. T, with that symbol, stands for trading. Moving on to bosses, we have the word Lomien. And this just stands for Lotus and Damien, just put into one word. And then DR. They have been doing less and less bosses that have DR, but DR stands for Damage Reflect, which when you hit the boss, you end up taking damage yourself and most likely dying. Moving on to the cash shop section, we have Smega, which stands for Super Megaphone. This item allows you to just send a message to the whole server that you're playing in. Pssb stands for Premium Surprise Style Box. You buy these in the cash shop and they give you some really cool NX like clothing and stuff, so very nice. I forgot to mention Psoks. Moving on to events, we have DMT, stands for Double Miracle Time. This is an event that allows cubes to have a chance to skip over a tier. So if it's rare, it can go to unique, or if it's epic, it can go to legendary. It also increases the tier up rate of the potential going up. Oh, I guess tier ups is something I should have put on this as well. Well, anyway, when you tier something up, it just means that you raise the potential rank. Next we have 5, 10, 15. This is an event where there's a 100% chance to raise the star force of your item by 100%. There's a 100% chance to raise the star of your item as long as it's level 5, or it has 5 stars, 10 stars, or 15 stars. So basically, you don't have to worry about failing going to 6, 11, or 16 stars. It's always a 100% chance. And then we have Fever, which stands for Spell Trace Fever. The success rate of your spell traces will be increased. I believe the percents are, if you're using a 15%, it goes to 25. If you're using a 30%, it goes to 45% chance. And 70% is 95% chance, I believe. Oh, and also clean slates go from 5% to 10%. As long as they're, using spell traces. Next we have 50% honor. Usually when people mention this, they're talking about the there's an event where it's half off to reset your inner ability. So yeah, that's usually what that means. Then I just have a little miscellaneous section here talking about the first one is CC, which means change channels. CH, which is just channel. SF, which is Star Force. AF, which is Arcane Force. MPE, which is Monster Park Extreme. Hmuto, which is Choo Choo PQ. And BA, which stands for battle analysis. And that is all of the terms that I could think of off the top of my head. I should say at the time of writing all this down, it was at the top of my head. But if you have any other terms that you want me to go over, or that you think I should have gone over, please do write them down in the comments, and I'll make a follow-up video, possibly, maybe. And yeah, hope this video helped you, and until next time, goodbye!